Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon, T&I Committee. Great to be here, and great to see you here, Mr. Secretary. I have the honor of representing Jacksonville, Florida. You may think of, when you think of Jacksonville, the beaches, Jacksonville Jaguars, the great weather. But here's something that more and more Americans are thinking of. We got the greatest airport, one of the greatest airports in the country. In fact, it serves all of Northeast Florida, all of Northeast Florida, but the Southeast Georgia as well. It supports over 26,000 jobs, has an impact of over $3 billion. And for the last, Jacksonville Aviation Authority has been pursuing for the last decade, a decade-long effort to modernize the facilities at the airport, including a new 6-gate concourse, general improvements designed to reduce airfield congestion and enhance the safety of the traveling public. But here's where it comes into your bailiwick, Mr. Secretary. The review process began in July 2022 with the preparation of a CAT-X and then FAA's subsequent reversal to require an environmental assessment. With the EA, the environmental assessment, now 60% complete, the FAA has unexpectedly paused the EA to study the potential impacts on navigational facilities at the airport. Furthermore, JAA has learned that the FAA may not have the sufficient manpower to conduct a new study. So we've got to get this off the back burner. So I ask you, Mr. Secretary, the logjam reflects the very problems that the Fiscal Responsibility Act is intended to resolve to facilitate more timely and efficient environmental reviews. Can we count on you and your team sitting behind you to work in a quick and efficient manner to get the EA back on track without further interruptions and ensuring the FAA has the manpower necessary to conduct the new navigational analysis?
Thanks. We will work with you to seek a way forward here. I know how important it is, and I understand the complexity of the issue, but we don't want to get in our own way when it comes to improvements that are needed at a fast-growing facility like Jacksonville.
Right. I think the frustration is they haven't heard anything, and they've asked me, hey, let's talk to the Secretary about just somebody. I know you got a whole team sitting behind you, but Jacksonville is ready to move forward, and we hadn't heard from you. So thanks for bringing that up. I also have the honor of representing a lot of air traffic controllers. You have a big Jacksonville center right there. It's one of the busiest places. I've been there. I've sat with them. It's amazing. It's a very stressful job. Many are working 6 days a week because we're thin. You know that, we're thin. What can I tell them? I got to go back and bring them greetings about what's our plan to bring in new people. What should I tell them, Mr. Secretary?
Well, thanks, Representative. You can tell them help is on the way, and that's part of what's in both the budget we put forward and part of what's at stake in the reauthorization work. And we appreciate everything you and this committee have done on that. We're at 1,500. That was our hiring target this year. We were able to do that. Our budget is for 1,800 next year. And you're right, Jacksonville is one of, outside of N90, which has been discussed a lot, that covers that New York area. Jacksonville is one of those that is under the most pressure, sees a lot of growth, a lot of demand, actually well up above pre-COVID levels in that Florida market.
The challenge there is the storms come in, there's the Space Coast, and they have a lot of planes. So the help is on the way, but I also want to flag something too. Part of the payment, part of the compensation that an air traffic controller receives is also how busy they are, how many, the rate of which they do their work. They can see they're sometimes getting paid less than other centers that are far less busy than them. I want to flag that to you, and perhaps there can be a fairness issue that you can oversee and make sure that they just want to be paid equally across the nation as that goes. So you're aware of that now too, which is good. I've got a company that's asked me about Buy America. Buy America program, which is great. We want to make sure American taxpayers fund American jobs. But what if there's no alternative? What if there's no alternative? What do you tell a company there is literally nothing they can buy in America to complete their project and it's stuck? What do I tell them?
So what we're trying to do is move from these general waivers to more specific situations that contemplate those unique circumstances that come up. Of course, what we're shooting for is that over time, there will be an American company that can meet that need.
Right.
But we know that sometimes in the interim, it just can't get done. For example, we approved a waiver on a very specific piece of elevator equipment relevant to a bridge in Iowa. There's just no other way to get it done. So what I can tell you, and we could look more specifically into the context you're describing, but what you can certainly go back and say is that we're deeply committed to Buy America. We're going to be making it, frankly, we're going to be making it tougher, not weaker, but there's an element of common sense here, and we're going to work to try to make sure that the right kind of on-ramps and the right kind of considerations are there.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Thank you very much.
Gentleman yields. Ms. Sykes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for your willingness to be here and your stamina